Different groups do tend to endorse the idea that you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps more than other groups. For example, conservatives tend to endorse this idea more than liberals do. I could see this being a belief for immigrants because the draw of the American dream, that is what bootstrapping is all about, is that anybody from any station through hard work can reach a higher station. But when I first read this comment, I thought, I don't know, I'm fourth generation American, and my third generation American white father would lose his mind if I said anything against bootstrapping in front of him. And he has. And some of that comes down to research we know on perceptions of control and threat. Humans do not like feeling out of control. System justification theory tells us that people justify the systems they live in because we like the predictability of them. Even if our system isn't benefiting us, we don't always want it to change because of the chaos. We like to think we have personal control outside of our systems. There's also compensatory control theory, which is that we seek external sources of control when our internal sources of control are violated. So if you don't feel like you have control internally, you look to something external, like belief in God or sociopolitical structure or your government, or even the idea of law and order, something that makes you feel safer and more in control. And an interesting study I found asked people about their beliefs in meritocracy, the bootstrapping idea, and it showed them they had different groups of where some were shown like good economic times, some were shown bad economic times, and some were shown neutral. And people who were shown the bad economic times were less likely to show beliefs in meritocracy and bootstrapping, but their belief in their own personal control went up, because that is how we cope. That when there's an external threat, we rely on our internal sources, and when there's an internal threat, we rely on external sources. Basically, we're always dealing with cognitive dissonance and chaos and trying to find a homeostasis between our environment and ourselves. And when that doesn't line up, sometimes we lie to ourselves about it.